Hi there, it's 11th of June, something like that. It's a beautiful morning. I'm actually down on the plot in the morning, which I very rarely get to do. And there's nobody here. It's nice and quiet. So I thought I'd show you around, show you what I've been up to. Yeah, got a bit of progress. Here we go. Okay, the first early swift potatoes. Looking pretty good, pretty good. I've hardly watered these actually, so I think they must be going down nice and deep because it's been very parched here, but they're doing alright. This bed here, it was going to be just onions, and then I decided that there was all this wasted space in between. So I've got some seedlings of beetroot there, and some little gem lettuce. They need thinning out pretty soon. And a friend gave me some small beetroot plants, so they're there ready to go. Red onions are coming up quite nicely. Still need to put some more stuff over that side yet because it's just a waste of space, isn't it? Managed to cobble together a netting frame. I just used canes with some little polystyrene balls on the ends, and that's officially butterfly netting, that one, so that's big enough to go over a big brassica bed whenever I get around to building one. So there you go. Right, peas looking a little bit sorry for themselves. I've planted them out, but they look a bit sort of wind bitten or something. They look very pale. But we've got some flowers coming. So that's a good sign, but they're so parched. I need to get watering down more often. Got a couple of courgette plants off another plot holder yesterday. I think that's one of those unwritten rules of being a plot holder. People give you courgette plants, don't they? I've heard that many a time. They gave me 3. I decided 2 was definitely enough because I've made that mistake before. Had 3 plants and got sick of the sight of courgettes. Alright, runner beans and French beans further in, and where the empty spaces are I've put a couple of beans straight into the ground, but I'm not seeing anything yet. Quite a few of the people up here have mentioned that the beans are suffering. I think it's very exposed to the wind up here and they're not doing too well. Strawberry bed, I've put another netting sort of temporary support on here. It looks a bit wonky. It's like a little shanty town, isn't it? But yeah, I put out some of my little flowers as well. I started those off at home. Maybe shady. Livingston daisies. So I've got a few of those planted in between my strawberries. And I'm very pleased to say that we've got fruit coming. See? It's great seeing biology in action. You know, I came down the other day and I thought, oh no, where have all my strawberry flowers gone? Then I remembered, they're fruit now. Yay. So there you go, that's the strawberries. They are picking up. I've started feeding them with tomato feed now. A few people suggested I do that. Sorry if it's got a bit windy. I've just started digging another bed. I'm going to work on that some more today. Hopefully get a frame put in. I've been given 2 compost bins. I was going to make a lovely wooden one and paint it and make it look pretty to match the beds. But you know, when you get donated stuff, you should probably just make the most of it. Apple trees coming on nicely. Got the flowers on there. Yay. Flowers. This one's even better. Look at that. Might just get me some apples on year 1, you never know. If anybody's got any tips on how to get the best out of dwarf fruit trees, give me a shout. I've got all my wood ready for the next lot of raised beds. Those are 8-foot scaffold boards. I've taken all the metal ends off already and pre-drilled them ready for screwing. And then those are the 4-foot ends which I put the posts on. So I set them in 1.5 inches from the edge, the posts, and then those 8-foot ones will sit into the little corner, and it makes a nice solid bed. So it works out at £7 a bed doing it that way. Pond! I've had 2 frogs in here, can't believe it. Turns out one of them was actually deposited by another plot holder who found it half dead on their plot. But tadpoles have got little back legs now. Yeah, and the frogs that I did see in there seem to have scarpered, but somebody mentioned that they don't spend that much time actually in the pond. Probably only when they're actually breeding, so that made sense that I saw 2 of them. So anyway, but my flowers are coming up nicely. Luckily I was going for the wildflower approach because it's looking pretty wild. Well, I can't wait to see the flower on that hosta when it comes out. That's going to be a mighty sight, I think. Let's stop standing in my own shadow. There we go. It's like an artichoke, you think? I know it's not. It's a hosta, but at the moment that looks like an artichoke head to me. So yeah, lots of wildflowers coming up. Pear tree is still not looking good. But yesterday, I snapped a little bit somewhere. I can't remember where now. And it was green inside, so that would suggest that it is alive. Where did I snap it now? Can't see. So yeah, I'm just going to be patient with the pear tree, I think. Big things happening soon. That corner there is getting a greenhouse. Can't wait. I've got a guy coming to fit the base in a couple of days, and it's going to be like hardcore and a sand screed and then flagstones on the top, so it should be a really good solid base that'll last for years. I went to go and look at a greenhouse on Facebook the other day. Somebody was selling one and it was £150, an absolute bargain. It was beautiful. It was really tall, had loads of headroom inside, and it looked pretty new. We went to go and disassemble it and we found out it wasn't actually perspex at all as it had been described. It was safety glass, and we're not allowed glass. Well, they've had a rethink on that, but originally we were told no glass. It's a bit vague at the moment. I think I'd rather stick with polycarbonate anyway. And the one that we went to disassemble was a nightmare. And I thought that's going to give me some headaches putting that thing back together. It was really complicated. Nice bit of construction, you know, but so complicated. So I think I'm just going to get a nice cheap one from Tesco. They're about 280 or something. But at least it'll come with instructions. Anyway, it's getting windy. Oh, I've got some straw to put around my strawberries today. So I might check back in later on after I've done a good day's work and show you what it looks like with a nice fresh bed over there. Okay, see you later. Bye. Okay, little update. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I've been here all day and I'm absolutely desperate for some chips or a sandwich or something. So I need to go and get something to eat. Anyway, yes, that bed is in. Ta-da! I know it looks crooked, but it's the strawberry bed that's crooked. It's level with the rest. I assure you, it's level and straight. And it's a little bit higher than the ground, but I thought I can build up the ground with the wood chip path that I'm going to be ended up putting around it later. But I really wanted all the beds to be nice and level. I'm thinking like an engineer, even though I'm not one. So yeah, there we go. That's 2 coats of paint on it. It's just going to finish off drying in the sun now. And I'm off home. Didn't manage to get the straw put on the strawberries. But yeah, successful day. I've just remembered I've got some footage of me doing some bits, planting out beans and peas and onions and stuff. So I'll put those in a little montage at the end. So until next time, thanks for checking me out. Appreciate it. Goodbye.